Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, welcome. This week's Magical Monday video, we will continue to explore how to use astrology to manifest your best life. But before we dive into this week's topic, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a brand new video. This week we are going to continue to explore the houses, and we're on the 8th house this week. And the 8th house is associated with many of the fundamentals of life, including sex, death, shared resources, and other people's money. Through its association with other people's money, it is related to taxes, debt, gifts, and legacies, inheritances. It addresses financial support as well as spiritual, emotional, and physical support. The 8th house also describes your resourcefulness and ability to develop and use your material assets as well as your personal skills and abilities in joint ventures. It also shows the effect of social rules on you as well as the effect you can have on the values of those around you and your attitude towards sharing. As a house of sex, the 8th house describes your sexual tastes and reactions to the sexual experience. In terms of death, the 8th house describes how you deal with actual death, as well as deaths of relationships and other life situations involving separation or loss. It is also connected with divorce. It is the house of power and control, and so describes how you surrender yourself, how you give up control or power, how you try to control or manipulate or try to avoid being treated that way by others. Now let us explore how the planets interact in the 8th house. Now, when you have your sun in your 8th house, you are able to expose secrets and get to the bottom of things. Your activities often center on the possessions of or resources of other people. So you are like the secret agent. If there's a secret, you're going to be Inspector Gadget and you're going to find it. You're going to be Columbo. You're going to be Perry Mason. You're going to be Murder, She Wrote, Jessica Fletcher. No one's secrets is safe. You're going to find them and you're going to get to the bottom of things. All the skeletons in the closet, you're going to find them. And you're going to be involved with other people's possessions and resources and things like that. So you might be involved in your community or like bank or investments and things like that. Moon in your 8th house. Security is of the utmost importance. You need security. We all need security. But if your moon is in your 8th house, you really need security. You have a strong sense of duty and obligation towards others. So being of service is important to you as well. So if you have moon showing up in your 8th house, you have a tendency to do for others before you do for yourself. Mercury in your 8th house. You are always trying to get to the bottom of any mystery or problem. Again, here's the secret agent man, or the Columbo, the Jessica Fletcher, Sherlock Holmes type person. You're interested in the deeper issues of life and getting at the truth. So the truth will out. I'm seeing a little bit of a thing. So you might have an interest in the law or being a judge or something about seeking the truth. If you have Mercury in your 8th house, you like to get to the bottom of things, out secrets, and get to the truth. Venus in your 8th house. You have a way of responding to people that relaxes them and makes them feel secure enough to lose their inhibitions. You can be possessive in relationships. So Venus in your 8th house in relationships, you can probably be controlling, feel like, you know, you have ownership of your partner, which usually doesn't go over well unless they're into that. But you have a way of kind of being a Svengali, like a magical person that can, like a siren, be able to sing a song and get people to do whatever you want. So that's a trait of anybody that has Venus in their chart or as their ruling planet. You're able to soothe somebody into doing whatever you want. And they will be able to do, like, they will be so relaxed that they'll be doing something that they never thought they would be doing, like skinny dipping in a public fountain. Something like that. Let's leave it at that. But that's Venus in your 8th house. Mars in your 8th house. You come alive in joint enterprises where you can give and receive as much as possible. So this is a person who thrives in group activities. Jupiter in your 8th house. You know how to handle money, especially money belonging to others, like bankers or investors. They could flip that money for you, and you are able to profit from shrewd investing. So this is the type of person. I need to find somebody that got Jupiter in their 8th house, because I need to be able to make some money right now, and I know maybe y'all do too. So check out your 8th houses, everyone, and see where your Jupiter is. Saturn in your 8th house. Sharing and intimacy is something that you are apprehensive about. You're kind of scared in relationships. You're tentative when it comes to relationships when you have Saturn in your 8th house. You fear letting go and losing your individuality. So in relationships, you may have a hard time of letting go of the person or letting go of a part of yourself. That's a fear. You feel like you will lose yourself, and that's something that you don't want, is to lose your being, your individuality. Is important to you. So you kind of shy away from the relationships because you fear that you will lose yourself in it. That's Saturn in your 8th house. Uranus in your 8th house. You need freedom and space within intimate relationships, and your relationships often undergo sudden changes. You may suffer reversals of fortune in relation to money. So you may be unlucky in money sometimes, and maybe unlucky in love if you have Uranus in your 8th house, because you need freedom and you need space. And sometimes you have quick turnovers in relationships because you're not given that freedom and that space. Neptune in your 8th house. Financial partnerships are fraught with problems, as you could all too easily be deceived or tricked in some way. So Neptune showing up in your 8th house. Business partners, partnering up with someone in a financial venture may not bode well for you, because you could easily be tricked into a Ponzi scheme or some type of scam. So be mindful of, if you have Neptune showing up in your 8th house, be mindful of where you put your money and who you trust your money with. So do your research in regards to any type of investments. Do your research and make sure that they're not scams. Pluto in your 8th house. You have a tendency to let little stand in your way of reaching goals that may seem more like obsession than objectives. So you kind of steamroll ahead to the point of obsession. Is not really about the objective. Completing an objective is really about, just spearheading ahead and just attacking a goal. Whether you achieve an objective or not is all about you, just the work you putting into it, the constant goal. So that is your 8th house and how the planets show up in it. I hope you guys are enjoying this astrology series. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you will be notified each time I upload a brand new video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.